Hi there everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here with another episode of Magic Duels Origins. So at the end of my last episode, I had taken on these last two, in the last campaign episode, I'd taken on the last two, these two missions of Liliana's campaign. So we're on to this particular mission now. So you return to the ruins of your family's manor. Before long your skin begins to tingle. You're being watched, dozens of eyes, raven eyes. In a flurry of black feathers, a flock of birds merges into the shape of a man who tricked you into cursing your own brother. Okay, so let's crack on. So it's Liliana versus Raven Man. Sounds like a really piss poor superhero. Although the was it in Bioshock Infinite? It was like the Order of the Ravens, which she then got like the ability to then shoot. It's actually called Raven Man. Oh my god. I thought I was like taking the piss there, but he's actually called Raven Man. Fantastic. I'm going to draw a new hand. I could do with at least a couple of mana. That's looking considerably better, especially since we've got the Carrion Crow as well. So we've got a nice creature with evasion there. So yeah, worst superhero name ever, Raven Man. What does he do? Nobody knows. He just flies around and squawks. Poor dude. I'm sure he's considerably powerful. Yes, of course he is. Got a nice rise from the grave for later on, so I can pull a creature out of anybody's graveyard, which is quite nice. Like I said, I always forget that you can pull creatures from both graveyards using this card, so I'm like, whereas like Gravedigger is your graveyard, Growth from the Grave is a graveyard, so it's just like, you can just resurrect anything. Okay, so he's blue-black, so that's interesting. I'll swing at his face with the little goblin creature. So yeah, when he dies, opponent's creature gets -1/-1, so it's similar to the Goblin Arsonist, but can only target creatures, technically. So you can use it in a similar way to kind of kill a 2-health creature, I suppose, on one turn. Yeah, I'm guessing one of Raven Man's special superhero powers would be to... So we've got a 1/1 flyer. Target player puts the top card of his or her library into his or her graveyard. Mindstreaker gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is that card's converted mana cost. That's pretty terrifying. That's a really good card. In a terrifying way. Okay, so we've got the choice between the Carrion Crow and the Shambling Ghoul at the end of this turn, but I will swing in with both of these. I don't care if he kills off one of them. I doubt he will block somehow, but we can only live in hope. Yeah, I think we'll go for the Carrion Crow. If that thing becomes too problematic, I do have the Bone Splinters, in which I'll probably use the Black Cat to nuke it. So I'm hoping that he gets me to put a mana card on top of my library would be quite funny. So he is swinging in with the 1/1. He's not pumping it up, so he's obviously got something else that he wants to play, I'd only assume. So he's got the Nether Horror. Wow, a 4/2. Kind of terrifying. But we've got things to deal with it, which is always nice. What have we got here then? Soulless One. Soulless One's power and toughness are equal to the number of zombies on the battlefield, plus all the number of zombies in the graveyard. Wow, that is absolutely fantastic if I had another mana. But we'll get around to that eventually. So I think we'll play the Shambling Ghoul at the end of my turn, and we shall swing in with these two. This one's got evasion and this one can kill off that creature, so works for me. So I sit there in my room. It was concerning for a second. We'll drop you as well. We've also got the Bone Splinters in case something becomes too problematic. So, say for example he pumps that one up considerably, I can always just Bone Splinter it. So, yeah. I've got a pretty good ball position right now. I'm not in too great kind of... I've definitely got the... so how much damage is he doing this turn? He's doing 5, and then I've got 6 on the board. So technically I'm outpacing him and I'm 5 damage ahead. So I'm just going to skip blocking there. I mean, I can always kind of Bone Splinter one of these later on, so... And he's playing another Nether Horror. Okay, fair enough. So I could nuke that one, I suppose, or we just play the Soulless One, as that will come down as a 5/5, I believe, which would be pretty good. So I'm probably going to swing in with all of these. No, I'm going to bring back you and just swing in with these two possibly, because that'll kill that, and that we'll go over its head. So what's he playing now? Unsummoned. So I'm guessing he's unsummoning my Shambling Ghoul. Interesting choice. I'm guessing because I'm keeping it back as a blocker, he doesn't want it there. So do I play the Soulless one now, or do I play the Shambling Ghoul and the Bone Splinters? Because technically I could actually nuke 2 of his creatures here, so I could replay the Shambling Ghoul and play the Bone Splinters and then get rid of, like, say for example, the 4/2 and the 1/1. And then I've even got a Gravedigger to bring back a Shambling Ghoul as well, so yeah, I think we'll do that. Why the hell not? Get rid of 2 of his creatures. So choose a creature to destroy, we'll choose you. Choose a creature to sacrifice, the Shambling Ghoul. And then choose that one to get -1/-1. So now he's only got 4 damage on the board, and we've got 5 damage on the board, plus plenty more to come. And he's only got 2 cards left, plus we've got the 2 graveyard interaction cards, which is always nice. So what's he got here? Mind Rot. Target player discards 2 cards. Oh, you evil, evil man. Rise from the Grave is less useful. I mean, I could toss away the Soulless one and keep the Gravedigger and then just bring back the Soulless one. Yeah, I think I might do that. Gets me the most amount of creatures in play. So what we'll do is probably swing in with with these 2, I think. I suppose I could have swung in with Black Cat and forced him to toss away whatever card that is. But so he's now sacrificing the 4/2, which I'm not too bothered about. Play the Gravedigger, we'll bring back our Soulless one. Confirm. As it will come back down as a 5/5, I believe. No. Yeah, it is a 5/5 right now. So, oh yes, it includes zombies in the graveyard as well, which is always cool. So he has now played a Mind Control. You control enchanted creature. Oh great! So he's just nicked my my flyer. Not cool. Ah, we do have the Shambling Goblin though. So I think I'll just swing in with both. Oh, swing with both of these as that is tapped. So that's pretty cool. Don't really care too much about the creature with evasion, and then we just play the Soulless one, which is pretty powerful right now. It's just a 6/6. Pretty powerful zombie all on its own, a zombie avatar. So he's not swinging in, which is fair enough. We've got 2 more Shambling Ghouls, so we'll swing with the 6/6 and the 2/2. Can always play all of these creatures at the end at my end step. Probably keep at least one of them back just to be on the safe side. Okay, so we push through 2 more damage. Play the Black Cat. I might keep both of these back just to be on the safe side. You never know if that's like a Languish or something ridiculous like that. So this is now 7/7, so he's looking fairly terrifying. So he's just going to unsummon it, I'd assume. Yep. Doesn't really help you as I've still got lethal on the board. Okay, this one was fairly straightforward, and we even got a Cruel Revival, which we can't actually use if we don't have the mana, but it's not the end of the world, as he is now dead. So goodbye Raven Man and your terrible superpower. The power to go after, I don't know, corpses maybe? Was that what ravens do? Or that just crows? The power to transport letters for the Night's Watch. Quick Game of Thrones reference there as well. And apparently we've got an upgraded deck. Can it give me more mana? Who knows? So with your victory at hand, the Raven Man disappears just as he arrived. In a flurry of birds, they scatter in every direction, and you unleash every last bit of dark magic against them. The Raven Man survives. You are spent, and the power you wield begins to take a toll. Okay. So decades have passed since your first planeswalk. As you age, you find your necromantic powers cannot stave off the spectre of death forever. You become obsessed with preserving your life. No price is too great, and you seek contact with 4 ancient demons. Okay, this sounds like it could be difficult. I think this is Obnixilis, from what I remember. Is this Obnixilis? No, is it not? No, what's the... it's like a 7/7 flyer from... Contract from Below. Liliana needs to defeat all 4 demons in succession to earn her demonic contract. As each demon falls, Liliana will gain its power. Ah, it's Grizzlebrand. That's what it's called. I was like, I knew it. It was in the last iteration of Magic as a card, but my brain had abandoned me. So This doesn't look like too bad an opening hand, actually. I'll actually keep that one. Mostly because I've got the... Oh no, 3 mana would have been better. I thought I had 3 mana. Crap, that's not as good as I thought. Although he does only have 8 health. Although if he gets up... If he... Grizzlebrand... No mana! Oh no, sorry. Of course, it's his turn. What am I on about? I thought he didn't play any mana. I was like, what kind of AI is that wouldn't accept any mana? So we've got Typhoid Rat, which is a 1-1 with Death Touch. Okay, we can do the mana. Come on, heart the cards, heart the cards. There we go. So I'm probably just going to swing here, see if he blocks. I'm assuming he might. Yeah, he did. That's fine. I've got Lord of the Undeads and... Oh, wow. Return target zombie card from your graveyard to your hand. That is fantastic. I'm looking forward to playing that one, put it that way. Although we will be playing Carrion Crow next turn and Lord of the Undead probably the turn afterwards. So we've got a Child of the Night on his side. So he can start getting a little bit of lifelink down. Good for him, good for him. But we shall play the Carrion Crow. Comes in tapped. Not too fussed there. We do have enough mana now for the Soulless one, which is also good. That'll be pretty powerful once we actually get like Lord of the Undead down. So he's going to swing at my face. So he's going to go up to 10. Not the end of the world. He didn't play anything else. So we shall grab... So let's back down the Lord of the Undead. If he can kill it for any reason, we do have the Gravedigger to bring it back. Which is always nice. We'll swing him with our evasion card. So the Carrion Crow, although he's got nothing to block with regardless. So he's back down to 7, which is good. This sounds like it could be quite a challenge. We have to defeat like 4 opponents in a row. So another Typhoid Rat's coming down. Is he going to swing? Yes, he is. Fair enough. We'll skip blocking here as I don't really want to lose my Lord of the Undead, personally. Okay, so we shall play the Swamp. And I think we'll play the Soulless one at the end of my turn. What have we got here then? Altar's Reap. In addition to cost to casting Altar's Reap, sacrifice a creature, so he draws 2 cards. Okay, so we tossed away the... Why would you do that there? Because that's just giving me free reign to just swing in with both creatures. That's kind of bizarre. And then we just play the Soulless one. Gives me a good blocker. This is a 5/5 blocker. Kind of nice. Sorry, Grizzlebrand. So he decided not to swing, and he is playing Bloodgift Demon. So at the beginning of your upkeep, target player draws a card and loses 1 life. Okay. So that's kind of annoying. My turn. So do I play Gravedigger just to pump up this further, maybe? I could also return target... I'm going to return this one right now. There's no point playing the Gravedigger right now. I'll play the Shambling Ghoul, however. That will go back up to a 5/5. I mean, I could swing, but I'm probably just going to skip attack here. So I'm going to draw a card and lose a life. That's fine by me. Ooh, we've got Butcher Ghoul, which is pretty good. I'll quite happily lose 1 life to draw a card right now, thank you very much. So target opponent sacrifices a creature. Goodbye Shambling Goblin, and we just nuke the 2/1. And then he's sacrificing a creature and drawing 2 cards. Why would you sacrifice that 5/4? Oh, sorry, he actually sacrificed the Child of the Night before it went for my Shambling Ghoul resolved, I think. Ah, very nice. We've actually got Altar's Reap ourselves, which is pretty cool. We will play the Butcher Ghoul pre-combat. Reason being, I can now swing in with impunity. So I can swing in with you, and he can't really block without destroying his Bloodgift Demon. Goodbye. And then, in theory, I could play Gravedigger, or I could play Altar's Reap. But I'm more likely to do it at the end of his turn. So he's down to 4, and we've got a pretty strong board right now. And he's played the Rune-Scarred Demon, so fair enough. I'll accept that. So it's gone up to 6-6. Not something I'm too concerned about, as I can make this guy even bigger with, say, for example, the Black Cat. So if he could kill that off last turn, he would have done. So I was going to swing him with this again on its own. He only had 4 life there. What am I doing? I could have swung him with everything, and I would have actually finished him off. Just, oh my god, not thinking there. That was lethal basically, as I had like everything on the board that I needed to actually win there, and I just completely wasn't paying attention. What we got now? Barony Vampire 3-2. Yep, not too fussed. I will be swinging in with all of these next, unless of course my board gets like kept. So I want to be careful here, I think. So we're going to attack with all. I want to be careful here, because if for some reason my board is like kept, then I want to be careful. So I'm going to attack him with all 3 of these, because even if he blocks, say for example the 2-2, it will come back as a 3-3, and these 2 will push through the rest of the damage. So yes, this is why I didn't want to swing with all of my cards. I've just suddenly realised that my board state might be kept. So who am I playing now? Razaketh. Okay, so I'm in a really good position here though. So I've got 10 health to take down. Ah, and he keeps all of his land as well. Interesting. Interesting. Well, I've got a really good board here though. What have we got then? Target opponent sacrifices a creature. Okay, goodbye Black Cat. And he sacks off a swamp. I'm just going to return target creature. I'll get the Black Cat back. On his turn. What else we got? Got another Blood Gift Demon. Fair enough. Don't really care too much about that. And we've got Child of the Night back again. Awesome. We've got plenty of zombies left to come. So I'm probably going to play at least 2, maybe 2 Black Cats pre-combat. Reason being is it will pump this up enough so it'll go up to an 8-8. And then, I mean, I could even play another one just to ensure its survival, although what I'm probably going to do now is just swing with the 8-8. Reason being is that he'll actually survive both of them, even if he double blocks. There we go. So, do I want to play anything else here? I mean, that can't kill that on its own, although I'm looking pretty good for health, although I want to be careful. I'm going to play the Altar's Reap now. I'm going to sacrifice a Black Cat. Choose him to sacrifice a card. I'll also then draw 2 cards, because I might even get a second flyer. Ah, we've got ourselves a Corrupt, which is pretty good, which we can use next turn. And we've also got the Cruel Revival, which destroys a non-zombie creature. So I can't actually use that one this turn, but I will be able to destroy it next turn possibly, which is pretty cool. So, I mean, I could potentially sacrifice my Carrion Crow and then bring it back with the Lord of the Undead, which I'm probably going to do actually. So we won't play anything else, so I can keep my mana open. So I lose a life and draw a card. If it was Bone Splinters, I'd probably use it. Leech-ridden Swamp enters the battlefield tapped. Let me pause here. What's he doing? Destroy target creature. So he's murdering that, although again, I've got Gravedigger, I've got Lord of the Undead. It's not going to be gone for long. But what does Leech-ridden Swamp do? It's a land, and then it enters tapped, but then I can pay a mana. Each opponent loses 1 life. Activate ability only if you control 2 or more black permanents. Okay, that's pretty cool. So that's going to get destroyed for now. Won't be gone for long, though. So he's not swinging in, which makes me happier. And we've also got Charcoal Diamond, enters battlefield tapped, so it's an artifact which can add 1 black mana to my mana pool. So I'm probably going to Cruel Revival that, bring back my... definitely going to Cruel Revival it now, as that can actually bring back... so going to use that to destroy, we'll bring back the Soulless one. We'll play at the end of my turn, but what I'll do is I'll swing in with everything here. I want to save Corrupt, because that's going to be pretty good for like a finisher for any kind of tricky opponents. We'll replay the Soulless one as well. He's got nothing, and we'll also play the Leech Ridden Swamp as well. So he drew one card. It's a mana, so absolutely nothing. So what we'll probably do here is just swing in with, say, for example, Black Cat, just so none of these are tapped for whatever comes down next. There we go. So who we got next? We have got Benzalok. Okay, so we drew a card. We could just finish him off with a Corrupt. Although, again, he's got nothing. So I can actually bring back something from this graveyard. If anything kind of crazy goes in here, like I could bring back a Bloodgift Demon, a Runescarred Demon, just with the Rise from the Grave. That could be pretty terrifying for him. How many cards have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I want to play something here, really. We'll just play the Shambling Ghoul just to get a card out of our hand. There we go. So I've basically got lethal on the board right now. I'm just going to end off with making him lose a life. So we've got a really powerful board here. So we've got Shadowborn Demon, so he can nuke something. Probably going to be my 9/9. So I'll let that go through. We've got a Cruel Revival to deal with it, although he will lose it at the beginning of his next upkeep step. And he's playing an Indulgent Tormentor. So I probably want to destroy, I don't know, can I destroy either of these? Probably want to destroy the 5/6 maybe. And then just swing in with the 3/3. Yeah, let's destroy you. We'll bring back the Soulless one again. We'll replay at the end of my turn. I want to save this for the final boss, just because. We'll swing it with that, see if he does anything. I mean, I could even play Rise from the Grave and actually get his Shadowborn Demon. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to Rise from the Grave. We're going to grab Shadowborn Demon. Confirm. We're going to nuke that. Oh! It's target non-demon. Right. Okay, I did not realise that. We'll destroy the Black Cat then. That's frustrating. And you can discard a card. Yeah, I completely misread that. I thought it was any creature. It turns out it's non-demon. Why would I think it was any other creature? Ugh. I'll just activate that as well. So I do have a blocker for the 5/3 now. So he's going to target me. You can draw a card. Go for it. So even if he swings, I've got a 6/7 to block with. And he's got a Shadowborn. He's got what's it called? Runescarred Demon. At least I got a blocker for that. And what else have we got? Desecration Demon. Wow. This has suddenly kind of gone really quite terrifying. Lots and lots of flying demons all of a sudden. And Typhoid Rats, of course. So I've now got to choose a creature to sacrifice. So probably you. Oh wow, what have I got here? Vengeful Dead. Not particularly useful. I'm probably going to use a Corrupt to destroy one of these. I don't know which one. Yeah, in hindsight I wish I'd gone for the Runescarred Demon with my... So have I got anything else I can bring back? Not really. I do have a Soulless one, which will be an 8/8 now. Kind of terrifying for him. I could also finish him off. What do I want to do here? So, probably want to play Gravedigger and start bringing... Well, probably want to play as many creatures as possible. And whenever Vengeful Dead or another zombie dies, I want to play him, really. So what happens here? So, at the beginning of each combat, any opponent may sacrifice a creature. If the player does, tap Desecration Demon and put a 1/1 counter on it. I don't want to sacrifice a demon personally. So I might just swing in with the 6/7. Do I swing it? No, I won't swing with the 6/7. I'll skip attack there. Play the Vengeful Dead. So any zombie that dies, including my 3/3, he loses a health. And also, do I replay the Soulless one or do I replay a Gravedigger? Play Gravedigger. I'll bring something back. Don't know what. What do I want? Black Cat, maybe? Yeah, we'll bring you back. And then I'll just make him lose a life, so he's down to 4. Which is kind of terrifying for him. There we go. So, do I sack a creature? Yeah, let's sack a creature. Say, for example, Gravedigger. Don't really need you. And when the zombie dies, yeah, that actually works out for me because I can actually keep bringing back zombies with the Lord of the Undead. So he loses an extra life because of the Vengeful Dead. So we're looking pretty good still. I'm in a comfortable position right now. So we go through the combat. I don't want to sacrifice a creature. So yeah, I'm still saving the Corrupt because that may finish off the final person in one fell swoop. So he's swinging in with the 1/1. Skip blocking. Do I care? So he's almost dead, really. And then we get, what, a Barony Vampire, 3/2. Okay, fair enough. So I'm going to get rid of the Black Cat. They didn't actually have any cards, but it's like the one of the few creatures I don't really care about. That activates. Play you. Activate the Leech-ridden Swamp. And then just play the Soulless one. Just return a zombie. So we shall bring back Shambling Ghoul, I think. So we can replay it. So I've got plenty of creatures to keep sacrificing to the, what's it called? Shadowborn Demon? Yeah. So I think we're good here. I don't want to sacrifice a creature. I suppose I could have done there, but just skip my attack. Let it go through his phase, because he's about to die, basically. Because I'm about to sacrifice a creature, so I will sacrifice a creature, in which I will sacrifice my Goblin, and then I will get rid of you. So he dies, because... There we go. Don't know what happened there, but... Okay, that's about to die. And then what we've got left is Copterfed. So on my turn, I'll use Corrupt, and he's dead, basically, because that's going to do enough damage to basically just wipe him out. Awesome. So this went rather well. The Corrupt is like my trump card. I'm glad I saved that now. Because he's not really been able to swing in because we've had the 2 flyers on the board, which have stopped him really doing any kind of significant damage in the air. I think I don't know, this has actually worked out because it's allowed me to kind of keep pinging off my own creatures. And then Desecration Demon, don't sacrifice a creature. Because he's been afraid to swing in because of the Shadowborn Demon, because he'd lose any of his flyers to it. And I'm about to corrupt his face off, which is quite nice. We've got this kind of terrifying 12/12 soulless one as well. Sorry, Copterfed, you're about to go down. And another Typhoid Rats, don't really care. So I have to sacrifice a creature, doesn't really matter. Goodbye you. He loses a life, doesn't really matter. Ooh, Grave Titan. Death Touch. Whenever Grave Titan enters the battlefield or attacks, put two 2/2 black zombie creature tokens onto the battlefield. I remember that card, but let's just do the Corrupt. Get this over and done with. Boom! Look at that. That was fun. I enjoyed that. That was a really good, that was really clever. Ah, there we go. Awesome. That's Liliana's campaign over and done with. And the game sounds are really low because I've turned them right down when I was streaming over the weekend. That's rather frustrating. I'll just talk over it instead. So that's obviously Copterfed, which we defeated. Yeah, for some reason the sound in these cutscenes is like ridiculously quiet. Oh, okay, so this is how Liliana got all her crazy scars all over her body. It's from Copterfed and the demonic Pact. And these cutscenes look really quite odd. They're like 90s cutscenes. They look like cutscenes from Heroes of Might and Magic 3. I don't know if anybody played that game, but it was awesome. But here we go. So the demons test your skill, and they push to your limit, you prove your worth. They etch their contract into your flesh, granting you youth and unspeakable power in exchange for your servitude as a planeswalker. What good are contracts if they can't be broken? Cool. Okay, so that is Liliana's story mode over and done with. We'll be moving on to Chandra next week. So you're Chandra Nalar, an 11-year-old living on Kaladesh. You chafe at the prospect of spending your life as an inventor, building things for a proper society. You prefer taking things apart, often with your fists. You know that tinkering is not for you, you just want to find a way to be yourself. Okay, but I think first things first is in order is to actually just buy a booster pack. Confirm purchase. So, Planeswalker. Have faith, Planeswalker. Nope, we've got an Abbot of Carol Keep, a Reclusive Artificer, so I'm going to have it deal damage to target creature equal to the number of artifacts you control. Definitely a Thopter deck. Hey, my first Elvish Visionary. I've been looking for you as you're going into my Elf deck. Fantastic. Got a Reeve Soul, a Cruel Revival, a Guardian Automaton, and an Abbot of Carol Keep. So that can go into my aggressive deck. Okay, so in case any of you missed it, over the weekend I did a bit of streaming. I was playing just some multiplayer matches while you guys chatted away. Thanks to like Arctic Fox and 1515 would Annihilate. Who else was tuned in? Razor. Thanks for tuning in, guys. What else did I manage to unlock? If you flick through to my black cards, I actually managed to unlock, if I can find her. Can't find her now. There we go. Actually managed to unlock Liliana. Woo! I have Liliana now, which is pretty cool. So that's quite nice. So I actually managed to unlock her. In the one pack I unlocked, I got my second Planeswalker, which is pretty cool. But I'll leave the episode here for now. If you didn't catch my stream over the weekend, I will be uploading the VODs to YouTube. I've managed to download them and I'll be like editing them, probably uploading them in like 2 or 3 parts depending on how they look. But they'll be going up as well during this week. So I will be leaving the episode, like I said, I'll leave the episode here for now. As always, guys, don't forget to comment and like if you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.